Hi friends, welcome back. Today we're going to be watching episode 407 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's called The Initiative. I feel like season 4, because we're getting to know this entirely new setting, I feel like a lot of it is just character based and getting to see what the characters are up to and how they're adapting to their new realities. This episode kind of feels like they're actually going to be going into the big bad territory. And of course, I can be reading into it because when do I not? But I don't know, the title and those people that we've been seeing since the first episode, they kind of kidnap people, and I'm curious to see what the heck they're up to because honestly, they have been very mysterious, very scary. And if I'm being honest, the only thing I can really think about right now is poor Oz and Willow. I am so upset. But I feel like the thing that I want to acknowledge is thank you so much for not killing Oz. I was preparing myself to lose Oz. I had a gut feeling about it in the season 3 finale, in case you couldn't tell, and I've sort of been a little bit worried for him ever since. And so the fact that he's leaving in I was gonna say good terms. These were not good terms, but the fact that he's leaving alive is good enough for me because that leads me to believe that he can sort of show up anytime if they want to have him back for a few episodes, bring him back for a specific storyline. I don't know. It gives me a little bit of hope. This is the part where I'm going to say that if you have not finished Buffy, please skip ahead to the actual reaction video because I'm going to be talking about some spoilers right now. As most of you know, the reason that I sort of started this show was because of Willow and Tara. I don't know how to say her name, but we'll figure it out eventually. And so, of course, I knew that, Oz and Willow were going to have to eventually break up because it just doesn't feel like they're going down the throuple route or anything like that. And so even though it was expected, it really still hurts because I don't think I was expecting it right now. I have no idea when Miss Tara comes in. She always felt like a season 6, season 7 thing, maybe season 5-ish. And so this is a little bit earlier than I expected. And now, even though still low-key grieving for the loss of Mr. Oz, even though he didn't die. What this means is that soon I'm gonna be calling for her, and y'all know it. Just how I spent, season 2 and 3 yelling about how I really wanted to see Faith and Wes. Tara, you're next because you're the only other character that I know exists, and you're the one that I've been most excited to meet. I guess the only upside to losing Oz is that I know that eventually she's gonna appear and I'm excited to meet her. But right now, I really want to focus on my Willow and my Oz. I really hope that they still talk about it in this episode, that they don't just brush past it. As much as I literally just said this 1 second ago, that I hope that they still talk about Willow and Oz, I kind of don't want to talk about it because it's gonna make me so sad. It's I want them to focus on it, but I don't want them to focus on it. I don't know what I want. So yeah, let's just head into the episode and I hope y'all enjoy watching this with me.
I never really thought about what I think about her.
A girl that cute in the face and you form no opinion?
No, I mean, she's all right, I guess. She's just kind of...
I guess.
I don't know. Peculiar.
Peculiar?
Yeah.
Slayer,
Spike!
I'd kill you. I'm not so tough. I kill Slayer.
Oh my lord. Holy shit, that's so many. Oh, he made it. Oh, sir. Interesting. I guess we're switching up Oz for Spike. I love Spike. So we're winning, but at what cost? Seeing him getting taken out of the intro makes it feel very real and really sad. But at the same time, I'm gonna try and focus on the positive so that I don't totally spiral. I love Spike so much. I definitely didn't expect him to be a big character right now. So this is interesting and exciting.
Well, how about this? We whip out the Ouija board, light a few candles, summon some ancient unstoppable evil, mayhem, mayhem, mayhem. We show up and kick its ass.
Listen, they gotta stop talking about this. Oh my god, I totally forgot to talk about this in the last episode. Buffy was literally asking for trouble, and now Xander's asking for trouble, and Giles is clearly almost about to ask for trouble too. They're gonna regret this so much. Like, literally, shut your freaking mouth, all of you. It's gonna backfire, you idiots. The foolery.
All I know is one minute I'm running from the Slayer, and the next thing I'm here.
The Slayer! I knew it! I knew it!
She took apart my crew and led me straight to these guys.
Set me up too. I always worried what would happen when that bitch got some funding. Up a bit. Fine!
Osborne, Daniel, Osborne, Os.
He's not in this class anymore. I hear he dropped out.
Oh, well, you heard way wrong then. I mean, he's not gone. He left temporarily to work out a few things. I know that sounds lame and it's vagueness, but I assure you, Oz will be back.
Not to my class, he won't. If your friend can't respect my schedule, I think it's best he not come back.
She's clearly going through something, Mrs. Walsh. Shut the fuck up.
You know, for someone who teaches human behavior, you might try showing some.
It's not
Yes.
my job to coddle my students.
You're right. A human being in pain has nothing to do with your job.
Exactly. It's not coddling. It's like respecting. I don't like her anymore. You're in my bad list, ma'am.
Where did it all come from?
Requisitioned it back when I was military guy.
That was 2 years ago. You still 100%?
Are you kidding? I put the Simper in Simplify. I might not be able to assemble an M16 blindfolded like I used to, or pass weapons drill for the mobile infantry. Might as well face it. Right now, I don't have the technical skills to join the Swiss Army. And all those guys ask you to do is uncork a couple of sassy Cabernets.
I'm sure you'll be ready when the time comes.
How's that?
Well, you know, clingy. I mean, we got a little physical, well, fully physical. And then she's all over me, you know, like we're betrothed or something.
No, but fun was had, yeah?
Oh, yeah. The word is stamina. I mean,
Oh, I want to
definitely
kill that
bunny in the
guy.
sack, but later on, well, you know the difference between a freshman girl and a toilet seat. The toilet seat doesn't follow you around after you use it.
Oh, thank you so much, Riley. Yes.
I believe that I did that.
Yes. I love you, Riley.
You could have gotten it.
I just didn't like hearing him talk about Buffy that way. I think that. Well, I guess I like her.
You're kind of like a moron.
So you knew that I had feelings for her. Everybody knows, man.
Oh, sure you. Give away, buddy.
Always the last to know.
So what you gonna do?
Well, I guess I'm gonna go see a girl.
Oh, is he gonna ask her out? Is this finally happening? Oh, I love you. Yes. So smart.
Got to go see a girl.
That's cool.
New plan. We split up. You go that way.
I was thinking of asking out Buffy.
She's not here.
I know. See, I don't know that much about Buffy, but I'm interested in what she likes. And so far, well, the only thing that I know she likes is you.
Aww.
What do you want me to do?
Just tell me something. Anything. Just give me a clue. Here, let me help you with that.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
Just something that'll start us talking, you know?
It was
I'm
too
thinking,
close.
how about them Broncos won't really cut it?
You spend time together, feelings grow deeper. And one day, without even realizing it, you find you're in love. Time stops. And it feels like the whole world's made for you two, and you two alone. Until the day one of you leaves and rips the still beating heart from the other, who's now a broken, hollow mockery of the human condition.
Yep, that's the plan.
Spike, is that really you?
It's me, baby.
Your man is back.
Bastard! You dumped me and staked me and hurt me and left me.
I know, sugar, but you're forgetting one other thing I did. I missed you.
Really? Oh.
Oh
Just
no.
Don't ever do that to me again.
Buffy. You do the reading on chapter 9?
Uh-huh.
Wow, some theories, huh? Cheese?
He's trying so hard, it's sweet.
I can kill you where you stand.
Bring it on then.
No, Sandra, don't tell her that.
Ow!
Ow! You sissy kicker!
This is the best fight scene in Buffy history.
You know, I hate to say it, but they're probably on their way to make crazy naked sex.
Is that necessary?
Look, I'm protecting you, buddy. I don't want to see you mooning over some freshman for the next 3 months.
Retinal scan accepted.
I like her. I'm on your side here.
I know you are, Graham. That's what gives me the strength to put up with this comedian.
Wait, what is happening right now? What?
Dude, a straight tip, I know about girls.
There's no
Exactly.
way.
Girls, plural.
Match complete. Special Agent Finn Riley.
What?
The problem is, what kind of girl is gonna go out with the guy who's acting all Joe regular by day and then turns all demon hunter by night?
Maybe a peculiar one.
What?
Thank you, Graham. Situation?
Gentlemen, suit up. We have a code red. Hostile 17 has escaped.
So you know about this, ma'am? What is happening?
Gates and Miller are with me. We take the heart of campus and work our way out. All units, maintain radio contact early and often. Who's got questions?
Me, so many.
Move.
Like, so many. Like, what is happening right now?
Spike's main target is you, Buffy.
Fine. You know what? He's worn out his welcome. Tonight, I kill him.
You have a plan?
I am the plan. Spike wants me. I go alone. No arguments. Lead him away from the popular places and give him what he wants.
No, ma'am, you can't just do that.
Take this.
A flare gun? Xander, if I find Spike, I'm staking him, not signaling ships at sea.
You get into trouble.
Okay. I'll flare.
And we'll come running.
What do we got? Civilian, sir.
Dang.
She's compromising the area. At least she's not making crazy naked sex.
Told you. We gotta clear her out of there. Fast.
Maybe not. Just thinking. If you're a hostile 17, living off the crap we feed them, what would you rather eat than that?
You wanna use the girl I got a crush on as bait?
Like a hostile at 50 yards.
Denied.
You should be safe the entire
Said denied, Agent.
Riley! What are you doing here?
Well, I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to you after the party. You left so fast. You know, with your friend. Who's a boy?
Xander? He's not anyone that I want to talk about right now. You know, I don't want you taking this the wrong way. It's just, I need a little alone time now. Alone.
Why?
I need space.
We're outdoors.
Emotionally. I mean, emotionally.
You know, there's plenty of space back in your room. Why don't I take you? I'm gonna leave the weirdos out of this.
Whoa, okay. It's a free campus.
Oh, please tell me it's not Spike. Oh, fuck me life.
Spike! What do you want? A spell? I can do that.
Oh, Willow.
I can let you stay, Dad.
bring you back to be like me.
Stop.
I'll scream.
Bonus.
What the fuck, Buffandra? Where the fuck are you? Oh my god, he actually bit her.
This sort of thing's never happened to me before.
Maybe you were nervous.
I felt all right when I started. Let's try again.
What's happening? Oh, is this what they did to him at the lab?
Civilian. Could have turned.
Leave her.
We can't neglect quarantine.
Oh! Oh, damn! That was a cool thingy. Stunt.
Agent Finn, tell me something good. My implant?
The implant works. Hostile 17 can't harm any living creature in any way without intense neurological pain. Can't feed, can't hardly even hit anymore.
Damn.
We'll bag it.
Yes, you will. Dismissed.
Grid 7 operations chief.
Sometimes it's nice to be out by yourself at night.
I hear that. Gotta be careful, though. A lot of strange people out there.
Oh, yeah.
How's Willow doing?
Okay. Of course, that stupid fraternity prank on our dorm didn't help any.
That's right. I forgot you guys live in Stevenson.
You knew that?
Fraternity prank.
Well, Willow and I were... I thought you might be able to help me on a project.
Really? That work out for you?
Don't know yet. Did Willow tell you I like cheese?
You're a little peculiar.
I can live with that.
I actually really love that. Okay, well, let's talk about this freaking episode because this was so overwhelming right now. And this kind of feels like it's the switch, you know, where we're moving a little bit from just the monsters of the week to actually getting to know a little bit more about these people. And so I'm like so overwhelmed right now because the professor, Riley, I trusted him and I trusted her. They set this up so freaking well because they made it so clear that Buffy's life has like two different, you know, separations. One is the vampire side of things and one is like the school part of things. And Riley and the professor were so clearly in the school part of things that right now the fact that they brought them into the vampire thingy is just mind-blowing. And like, I can't believe that it seems like they don't know she's the Slayer, right? Because Riley was trying to take her out because she was a civilian, like he was trying to protect her and stuff. Like, they don't notice who they're dealing with. Seriously, like, this is so overwhelming right now, and I'm in so much shock because I could have never seen this coming, especially after the last episode where Professor had her first encounter with the supernatural in the previous episode. He was about to have his first little glimpse into it if he had seen, you know, what was inside Buffy's bag and stuff. And I was gonna make a comment, it's because I was leaving it for the end of the video because I was just watching the episode, but I was gonna make the comment that, like, I think Riley is gonna get attacked soon just because he's gonna figure out about the supernatural. They're hinting towards that. Only for us to figure out that he already knows. Like, I'm just, sir, like, I honestly feel a little bit betrayed. But what I think is the most interesting about this is that they're not necessarily bad people. Like, they don't seem to be. I think I mentioned this. The way that I read, you know, whoever this company was, is that they were kidnapping vampires and like for their own benefit. I thought they were creating some sort of an army. But right now, if they're just trying to take away the vampire's ability to like drink blood. I hate to say it, but it kind of sounds like they're doing good for the world, if we're being honest. And so that just opens up like a whole new array of discussions, because like they are supposed to be the big bad, I think, and yet they're doing big things, but they're not necessarily bad. And I love it because it goes back to this idea that Buffy's sort of always talking about in between the lines and between like the good and the bad, and how it's kind of gray and there is no like right or wrong answer. We should talk about Spike because I'm so overwhelmed. I am in shock about the fact that he made it to the intro, so that means that he is most likely going to stick around for the rest of the season. I'm curious to see how things are going to change now that he apparently can't drink blood. That is interesting. I wonder if they're going to be able to revert that or not. And this is the part where I'm going to say a small Angel spoiler, so please skip ahead if you have not seen Angel. I do know, well, and the end of Buffy, I guess, I do know Spike eventually sort of becomes a little bit more of a good person, and so I wonder if this is the first step towards that. Because while I can see this little thingy being reversible, of them being able to find a cure for something that they created, because it seems scientifically possible. So it could go either way. They could sort of fix him, but also this could be his first step towards being a nice person, where he can't harm people anymore, so he's gonna have to find a new way to live, and that's gonna just change who he is. I don't know where they're gonna take the character, and I guess that's exciting, because even though I know the end game, like, of where he's gonna end up, I have no idea how he gets there, how long it's gonna take, how many, like, backs and forths there are gonna be, because, you know, Becoming was definitely Spike sort of being a good guy, and then he went back to the bad guy, and he is such a fun bad guy. Like, his conversation with Willow was quite hilarious. Like, it's so peculiar, as Miss Buffandra and Mr. of the Rileys would say. It really is so peculiar. He's such a perfect combo in between being scared and being excited that he's there, because it's like, you know that his presence is gonna stir up some things that you probably don't want to see, but at the same time he just makes the show so much richer and so much funner, and I really missed him, so I'm glad that we have him back. So go Spike. Spike and Harmony's relationship is so abusive. Like, there is no other way to describe it. It's just wrong. He's clearly sort of using her, manipulating her. That's not great. I hate this side of Spike because it makes me want to hate him, especially because, you know, they're making him out to be a bad guy. I like that we got to see her because they had no reason to bring her back. Like, if they wanted to not have her in this episode, the episode would have still worked. And so the fact that they decided to actively bring her in makes me think that we're going to see a little bit more of her. I don't think she's going to have the same importance as Spike, but I do think that we might see her once in a while, and that's going to be fun because she is sort of a different person as a vampire, and I wish we could follow her entire journey of like into vampirism and how she's dealing with it, you know. And the only sad thing about Spike being back now, which I just noticed and is actually making me very sad, is that he didn't come with Drew. So I guess that means Drew is just gone, and that is a crime towards me because I have been waiting the entire time for Drew to come. Like, she is so fun and I miss her so much, and every time we see Spike I'm like, please, he's gonna bring Drew, and he didn't. I have been in doubt about the fact that, oh, is Riley gonna be with Willow or is he gonna be with Buffy? Because even though he's had these moments with Buffy, I also feel like he connected with Willow in a way that we haven't seen him connect with Buffy. And this episode, I think it made sense. It's because I think they're trying to set up a friendship in between Riley and Willow, which is adorable. And the thing is, I'm scared, guys. Like, I want to ship Buffy and Riley, and I want to be able to believe that, you know, Willow and Riley can have like the best friendship, but at the same time, Mr. Riley, you have betrayed me, sir. And so it's like, I want to trust him because I think that, like I said, even though he seems to be a sort of big bad, it seems like he's a big bad doing good things, like with the ultimate goal of good. But I still don't trust him because I feel like at some point it's gonna get messy. My interpretation of things is that he and Buffy are gonna disagree, because while Buffy is not gonna agree with the cost of certain things, Riley definitely seems like the kind of guy who will just do whatever it takes, and as horrible as this sounds, like kill as many civilians as need to be killed for like the ultimate goal that he wants to achieve, while Buffy is much more of a we have to save every single person. And so I do think that that's where there sort of going to be some problems, because even though they might be going towards the same ultimate goal of like helping the town from evil, I do think that they're not going to agree on the way to do it. When he figures out that Buffy is a Slayer, and when, you know, she figures out he's like a special agent, like that is gonna, that's not gonna work well. Like there's gonna be so much shock, and now I absolutely cannot wait to see how they're gonna react to that, you know, because we're always concerned about people's reactions finding out that she's the Slayer. And now, of course, there's still that, but there's also Buffy finding out about them. And I feel like the longer that they drag it, the bigger the betrayal is gonna feel, the more conflict can arise from it. I do think that she's gonna be the one to find out about him before he finds out about her. I don't know, but I'm definitely concerned. And this whole like fighting sequence in the dorms and stuff really reminded me of this high school feeling that we had, you know, through seasons 1 to 3, where so many things are happening in Sunnydale High and you want to be like, how are these students not noticing all this? I'm just really curious to see if the people around them are going to start noticing, because this can actually be an interesting twist of just seeing how people are dealing with it. And I feel like, you know, the students, maybe some of them can actually start speaking up about this, and then maybe Buffy's gonna have to deal with that. Like, I don't know. Let's talk a little bit about Giles and Xander, because oh my god, like I have been talking about the fact that both of them are the ones who feel like more different this season, and I never really saw them like together much. I don't know, I feel like out of the three of them, you know, it feels like Xander and Giles are the ones who were the most distant, who never really had a relationship, who never really, I guess I want to say like hung out or talked about more than just the monster that was happening in that moment. And so it was kind of really interesting to see them like bond a little. It was so weird, the fact that Xander's mom called Giles his friend. I was like, this is something, and I do not know how to process it. It was Lie to Me, right? Where they had the whole discussion where she asked him to respect the fact that she needs to have a life outside of slaying. And Giles really, really respected that, huh? Because he is completely different from the person he was before that conversation. He was completely not understanding about Buffy's social life, and he always saw her as just a Slayer. And now he's really grown, hasn't he? Because now he actually actively understands that Buffy has got to do her own stuff sometimes, and that's okay. And that is actually very heartwarming. The fact that Xander was the one who gave her sort of the gun and who seemed to be a little bit more hesitant about this idea says a lot. I guess Giles has really just grown to trust Buffy a lot. I do think that we're gonna go back to Monster of the Week, because this episode was so focused on like the initiative and those people that I feel like they gotta take a break from it so that we can, you know, think about it and be curious, you know. I do think that we're gonna understand more of how Spike fits into the season, which I'm very curious about. And I do think that we're gonna see Riley and Buffy bond, but I do think we're also really gonna focus on Riley and Willow's relationship, which is one of the big messages that I got from this episode, is that they feel like they really connected in a way that they can be really good friends. Definitely switched up the entire tone of the season, switched up everything that was happening. 100%, so many questions, you know, that I want answered, and so really curious to see how that's gonna work out. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope I will see you in the next video. Bye!